We're screwed.
We'll make it work. Try bypassing the mainframes. I'll push the message through the time loop. Come on, baby.
They're gonna see us.
We got it. Hello. Hello. This is an emergency. There's no time to explain. Mainframe networks have taken control over all systems.
And people too. They're internet zombie freaks.
We're not sure how this happened,
It's
but...
simple evolution. We wanted the machines to do everything.
Too much, too soon. No way, man. It was the government. They wanted to fight wars by remote control and everything got...
Oh, come on. We don't have much time.
All destructive forces are network controlled.
Except for one.
Yeah, that one's ours.
Brains worked out a program that allows someone from a remote outpost to control a BFT.
A big freaking tank.
We can't control the tank from here without exposing our position. This attachment will allow you to take command over the vehicle.
You're our last hope. You've got to go out there and fight for all of us.
You handle that? I hope so.
Has been delivered to a dock near a network-controlled base.
The tank has rapid-fire pulse guns and mortar cannons.
You'll find more weapons and ammo out in the field. We'll contact you with details from a secure position. The force field above the beach blocks access to the enemy base at the top of the hill. Find the force field power control and blast it to bits. The base's command post is connected to a series of SAM sites. By destroying those connections, you can expose the command post core. Hit the core hard.
Fight off the forces that protect the rocket silos. Then, target the control panels before the rockets launch. Your efforts will keep the resistance alive.
Move on to the VTOL landing pad and guide the BFT into the cargo hold. The aircraft will transport you to the next campaign.
Battle Force Tank is a prototype for a new line of network-controlled fighting machines. The machines have transported it to their island base in order to test its weapon systems.
But we pulled one on them. We hacked into their control program and downloaded it to you through the time loop.
Now you're in control. We'll watch your progress from a mobile position and give you more intelligence as you go.
You're good to go, man. Kill the
power. ERSPD power. ERSPD power. Rapid fire pulse gun on board. More cannon shell. ERSPD power. Armor protect. ERSPD power. ERSPD power. Nano canister. ERSPD power. ERSPD power. ERSPD power. Mission complete.
The force field is history. The route to the missile command base is open.
Good work. You're on your way. The site of the next mission is the base at the top of the hill. The base's command post is connected to a series of SAM sites. By destroying those connections, you can expose the command post core. Hit the core hard.
ERSPD power. ERSKG power. ERSKG power. Mortar cannon shells. ERSKG power.
Warning. Enemy intrusion. Training exercises terminated. Weapons set to full charge.
ERSKG power. Incoming transmission.
You're in. The command post is on one side of the base. Beams connected to the SAM sites. When you knock out the beams, you'll expose the command post core.
ERSKG power. ERSKG power. Warning. Incoming missile. Warning. Incoming missile. ERSKG power. Mortar cannon shell. ERSKG power. Armor repair. Mortar cannon shell. ERSKG power. Warning. ERSKG power. ERSKG power. Complete. ERSKG power. Armor repair. Proximity mine. ERSKG power. ERSKG power. Head incineration complete. ERSKG power. ERSKG power. ERSKG power. Proximity mine. ERSKG power. Armor repair. Mortar cannon shell. ERSKG power. Napalm cannon on board. Armor repaired. cannon shell. ERSKD power. Mission complete.
Yes! The machines are going down!
You're doing great, but there's still a lot of work to do. Keep fighting.
There are rocket silos on the beach at the far end of the island. Your next objective is to fight off the forces that protect the rocket silos. Then, target the control panels before the rockets launch. Your efforts will keep the resistance alive.
ERSKD power. Napalm tank. Mortar cannon shell. Armor repair. ERSKD power. ERSKD power. Mortar cannon shell. Napalm tank. ERSKD power.
All right. One silo down, two to go.
Armor repair.
Six.
Oh yeah! That's two! You're on a roll! Go in a silo and go!
Napalm tank. ERSKD power. ERSKD proximity line. Armor repair. Napalm tank.
Six. 5. 3. 2.
Armor repair. Life force compression. Mission complete.
All rocket launchers are gone!
Now that you've destroyed both enemy threats on the island, you can get out of there. Move on to the VTOL landing pad and guide the BFT into the cargo hold. The aircraft will transport you to the next campaign.
ERSKD power. ERSKD power. Napalm tank. Warning. BST armor level. Warning. BST armor level. Warning. BST armor repair. Lock on practical nuclear launcher on board. Lock on missile launcher on board. Napalm tank.
us going, man.
We've hit a snag here, but your mission is still online. A VTOL transport is taking you to a heavily guarded location.
You're gonna need plenty of firepower where you're going, buddy.
Intelligence reports that you'll find lock-on missiles in the next area.
We're digging up details on the network's secret weapons. We'll keep in touch. Break into the network lab. Fight off the security and refit the BFT with new technology. Then you can reach the enemy operations on the other side of the canyon. The best way to weaken enemy forces is to destroy the main power supply, blast through the power plant complex, then obliterate the core.
Machines extract ore for weapon production from the mine pit. By destroying the digging devices and pipes in the pit, you will be one step closer to drowning out the network's efforts.
The foundry is the heart of the network's weapon production operation. Bust through its defenses and break it down with a barrage of BFT firepower. Proceed to the helipad for transport to the next area. If you've hit the bridge switch in the foundry, you'll be able to cross over to the pickup area.
Incoming transmission.
We're setting you down on the outskirts of a network-controlled compound.
The network is using stolen technology to develop advanced fighting machines here.
They already have lock-on missiles and tanks that ride over water. Gnarly.
Your first mission is to steal that technology back and use it to break up the rest of the network operations in the area.
Beat them at their own game, man.
Break into the network lab. Fight off the security and refit the BFT with new technology. Then you can reach the enemy operations on the other side of the canyon.
Mortar cannon shell. ERSKD power. Lock on missile. Armor repair. Armor repair. ERSKD power. Armor repair. ERSKD power. ERSKD power. Mortar cannon shell. Armor repair. ERSKD power. Proximity mine. canister. Mortar cannon shell. Mission complete.
Good job. The BFT is now equipped to cross over water.
Yeah, now you can get to the other side of the canyon.
That's where the machines are mining minerals and refining the raw materials so they can make weapons. This area is heavily protected. The best way to weaken enemy forces is to destroy the main power supply, blast through the power plant complex, then obliterate the core.
Destroying the power plant will shut off all of the turrets around the mine and foundry exteriors.
Power to the people, man.
Napalm tank. ERSKG power. ERSKG power. ERSKG power. ERSKG power. Mortar cannon shell. ERSKG power. Lock on missile. Power. Napalm tank. Lock on missiles. ERSKG power. Lock on missiles. ERSKG power. cannon shell. Armor repair. Armor repair. Napalm tank. ERSKD power. Armor repair. ERSKD power. Lock on missiles. Armor repair. Armor repair. Lock on missiles. Armor repair. Warning, lock on missiles. ERSKD power. ERSKD power. Warning, incoming missile. Armor repair. Molecular distortion mortar cannon on board. Lock on missiles. Mortar cannon shell. Armor repair. Warning, incoming missile. Mortar cannon shell. Warning, incoming missile. Lock on missile. Light force compression. Distortion mortar cannon shell. Warning, incoming missile. ERSKD power. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Armor repair. Armor repair. Proximity distortion line. Mortar cannon shell.
Self-destruct.
Laser saber energy.
you can. You're gonna want to see this explosion from the outside.
10 seconds until meltdown. 9.
Armor repaired. Incoming transmission. Mission complete.
Your next stop is the network mining operation. The machines extract ore for weapon production from the mine pit. By destroying the digging devices and pipes in the pit, you will be one step closer to drowning out the network's efforts.
Lock on missiles. Warning, incoming missile. ERSPD power test. Lock on missiles. Warning, incoming missile. Mortar cannon shell. Warning, incoming missile. Armor repaired. Warning, incoming missile. Mortar cannon shell. Distortion mortar cannon shell. Incoming transmission. Mission complete.
Only one network installation remains here. The foundry is the heart of the network's weapon production operation. Bust through its defenses and break it down with a barrage of BFT firepower.
Nano canister. Lock on missiles. ERSPD power. ERSPD power. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Lock on missile. Warning, incoming missile. Lock on missile. ERSPD power. Armor repaired. Armor repaired. Lock on missiles.
Foundry's weakness is at the center of the oil processor. Find a hole in its outer shell, and you can destroy it.
Mission complete.
Oh yeah! You've wiped out all of the network's weapon production plants.
Good work, soldier. The VTOL is on the way. Proceed to the helipad for transport to the next area. If you've hit the bridge switch in the foundry, you'll be able to cross over to the pickup area.
Before you rendezvous with the VTOL, make sure that all SAM sites are destroyed, or it will be a very short flight.
Warning. BST armor mortar cannon shell. Lock on missile. Armor low. Warning. BST armor low. Distortion mortar cannon shells. Warning. BST armor low canister regenerating. Mortar cannon shell.
We're headed north through the industrial area. What's your position, Rames?
I am currently on a freight train, headed east. I'm tracking down a network-controlled weapon. Here it is. Deadly. A beam generated by heat from under the surface. Find it and destroy it. The volcano is in a huge crater that is protected by network forces. Your first mission is to fight off the complex's exterior defenses and enter the main crater. A lava pool blocks the bridge near two large craters. By destroying the pumps that fill the pool, you can drain the lava and clear the way. Make your way to the hover tank plant east of the volcano and put the BFT on the production line. Once you have the technology, you can sail smoothly to the volcano. Cross the lava to the volcano entrance and destroy the forces that block the entrance tunnel. Then, enter the volcano and keep blasting. The TNT beam is in the volcano crater. Fight your way to the top, then target the beam. Its weak point is in the center. Avoid the lasers and attack. Get to the VTOL pad before the entire complex is swimming in lava.
Incoming transmission.
You jumped out of the frying pan and into the molten pit of volcanic doom, my friend. The network codename for this project is TNT, Teletronic Nuclear Thermal Beam. It's a deadly ray that gets its power from an active volcano. Whoever, or whatever, created this weapon is truly twisted. You must destroy it. The volcano is in a huge crater that is protected by network forces. Your first mission is to fight off the complex's exterior defenses and enter the main crater.
Lock on missiles. Life form compression complete. ERSKG power. Armor repair. Mission complete.
You are nearing the main crater, within sight of the volcano. Your best route is east of the volcano. A lava pool blocks the bridge near two large craters. By destroying the pumps that fill the pool, you can drain the lava and clear the way.
Laser saber energy. Napalm tank. Armor repair. ERSKG power. ERSKG napalm tank. Warning, PSC armor low. Armor repair. Clone deleted. Lock on missiles. Armor repair. Laser saber energy. ERSKG power. Armor repair. Lock on missiles. ERSKG power. Armor repair. Clone deleted. Napalm tank. Armor repair. ERSKG power.
ships are destroyed before you try to cross the bridge.
Mission complete.
The machines are fitting their tanks with hover devices in order to avoid damage from the lava. Make your way to the hover tank plant east of the volcano and put the BFT on the production line. Once you have the technology, you can sail smoothly to the volcano.
Proximity mine. Napalm tank. Lock on missile. Lock on missile. Armor repair. Armor repair. Napalm tank closed deleted. Laser saber energy. Proximity mine. Hover device attached and enabled. Incoming transmission. Mission complete.
Now that you have hover technology, you can float over the lava. Watch your handling around tight turns.
The TNT beam originates inside the volcano, on the other side of the lava field. Cross the lava to the volcano entrance and destroy the forces that block the entrance tunnel. Then, enter the volcano and keep blasting.
ERSKG power. ERSKG power. Armor repair. BST armor low. BST lock on missiles. Biped incineration complete. Armor repair. Armor repair. Lock on missile. Armor repair. repaired. Lock on missiles. Armor repaired. Lock on missiles. Lock on missiles. Lock on missiles. Remote explosive mine device on board. Laser saber energy. Freon burst cannon on board. Armor repaired. Napalm tank. Laser saber energy. Lock on missiles. Lock on missiles. Life force complete. Armor repaired. Nano canister. Proximity distortion line. Armor repaired. LPG power. Lock on missiles. Mortar cannon shell. Mortar cannon shell. Lock-on missiles. Armor repair. Remote Freon burst tanks. Nano canister. Lock-on missiles. Armor repair. Napalm tanks. Napalm tanks. Armor repair. Lock-on missiles. Lock-on missiles. Lock-on missiles. Warning, CST armor low. Warning, CST armor low. Life force component. Remote CST armor low. Armor repair. Close deleted. Armor repair. Incoming transmission. Mission complete.
Now you can explore the volcano from the inside. The TNT beam is in the volcano crater. Fight your way to the top, then target the beam. Its weak point is in the center. Avoid the lasers and attack.
Armor repair. ERCD power. Armor repair. R-Saber energy. Close deleted. Laser Saber energy. ERSPD power. Lock-on missiles. Mission complete.
Now that the beam is gone, the volcano is very unstable. Get to the VTOL pad before the entire complex is swimming in lava.
Days is gonna turn out to be. My legs not what they used to be. I'm too old to get into this stuff, man.
Job well done. The beam is out of the picture, but the machines are working on something even more powerful. A chemical. One drop can take out an entire city block.
Hey, Sport. I'm tracking your progress. The VTOL is taking you to the network's chemical weapons operation. You're gonna have to shut them down.
We've discovered that the machines are making chemical weapons. The first step is to cut off their water supply, destroy the floodgates of the main dam, and let the water flow. The missile construction facility provides lift for the machine's chemical weapons. Take it out before the missiles are complete. The chemical production plant is volatile. With the right firepower in the right places, you can bury it. For good.
Reports show that the machines are constructing a secret weapon under the courtyard ruins. Find it and put an end to this new threat. Now that the chemical threat is over, you can make your escape. Go to the VTOL landing site for pickup.
Incoming transmission.
The TNT beam is gone, but the network still controls a lot of technology and powerful weapons. The VTOL is taking you to another remote area that is a perfect place for network operations. We've discovered that the machines are making chemical weapons. The first step is to cut off their water supply, destroy the floodgates of the main dam, and let the water flow.
Lock on missiles. Armor repaired. Lock on missiles. Lock on missiles. Armor repaired. ERPG power. ERPG power. Mortar cannon shell. ERPG RPG power. RPG power. Compression complete. Lock on missile. Clone deleted. Lock on missile. Lock on missiles. Armor repair. ERSPG power. Mortar cannon shell. Distortion mortar cannon shell. Lock on missiles. Lock on missiles. Mission complete.
Now that the water level is rising, you have access to a much larger area. The missile construction facility provides lift for the machine's chemical weapons. Take it out before the missiles are complete.
Warning, BST armor low. Warning, BST armor low. Warning, BST armor low. Nano cannon BST armor low. Napalm laser saber energy. Warning, BST armor low. Warning, BST armor low. Warning, BST armor low. Warning, BST armor low. ERSPG power. Warning, BST armor low. ERFPG power. EFT shield regenerating. Power. Clone deleted. Saber energy. Sonic burst ammunition. Mission complete.
Your next mission is on the far side of the train yard. The chemical production plant is volatile. With the right firepower in the right places, you can bury it for good.
ERFPG power. Armor repair. Teleguided missiles. Art Saber on board. ERFPG power. Nano canister. Armor repair. Armor repair. Life force compression complete. Freon burst tanks. Napalm tanks. Art Saber energy under-guided missile launcher on board. Armor repair. ERSPG. Arc Saber Energy. Mission complete.
I'm starting to think that we picked the right warrior. You're good. Here's another challenge for you. Reports show that the machines are constructing a secret weapon under the courtyard ruins. Find it and put an end to this new threat.
Armor repaired. Proximity mine. Arc Saber Energy. Remote mine. Laser Saber Energy. Lock-on missiles. ERSPG power. Mortar cannon shell. Distortion mortar cannon shell. Mortar cannon shell. Armor repaired. ERSPG power. Laser Saber Energy. Armor repaired. Mission complete.
Now that the chemical turn is over, you can make your escape. Go to the VTOL landing site for pickup.
Mortar cannon shell in signal processing. Proximity mine. Armor repaired. Armor repaired. ERSPG power. Napalm tank. Arc Saber Energy. Tether-guided missiles. Lock on missile. Mortar cannon shell. Armor repair. Relight power. Arc saber energy. ERFKD power. Armor repair. Arc saber energy. Armor repair. First cannon on board. Laser saber energy. Lock on missiles. Lock on missiles. Mortar cannon shell. ERFKD power. Arc saber energy. Armor repair. Laser saber energy. ERFKD power. Armor repair. Tether-guided missiles. Distortion mortar cannon shell.
Nice work on that chemical plant, man. It blowed up real good.
We've been checking out operations in the north.
Yeah, get a load of this. The machines are planning to replace us with clones.
Clones are carrying the consciousness of the network.
This is way too creepy, man. Those clones are ugly bastards.
The VTOL is taking you to the cloning center. If you can take the plant offline, we'll be able to go for their jugular. Looks like we got company. Hold on. Access to enemy operations under the ice is blocked by a communication center. Knock out the enemy installation, then make your way under the icy surface. A new batch is about to be shipped to the network's clone city. Work your way to the shipping entrance of the facility and destroy the clones. Enemy operations are largely underwater. Go to the sub-production facility and refit the BFT so that you can dive deep and destroy the underwater installation. The machines get energy by extracting heat from the ocean floor. Dive down and place remote mines in the geothermal power plant's vents. The way to enter the manufacturing plant is through underwater tunnels. Dive deep, cut through the ice cave, and take apart the machine. You've destroyed all cloning operations. Proceed to the VTOL landing area for pickup.
You're touching down near the frozen clone production plant. We need you to take out the clones and the factory before everything gets out of control.
Access to enemy operations under the ice is blocked by a communication center. Knock out the enemy installation, then make your way under the icy surface.
Freon burst tanks. Napalm tank. Laser saber energy. ERFPD power. Mortar cannon shell. Laser saber energy. Proximity mine. ERFPD power. ERFPD power. ERFPD power. Incoming transmission. Mission complete.
You're in. Watch out for the arc saber turrets in the next area. They kill.
Your new assignment is to keep the clone population under control. A new batch is about to be shipped to the network's clone city. Work your way to the shipping entrance of the facility and destroy the clones.
ERFPD power. Armor repair. Armor repair. ERFPD power. Armor repair. Saber energy. ERFPD power. ERFPD power. Napalm tank. Laser saber energy. ERFPD power. Laser saber energy. ERFPD power. ERFPD power. Armor repair. Armor repair. Sonic burst ammunition. ERFPD power. ERFPD power. saber energy. Proximity mine. Remote mine. Lock on missile.
The submarine plant is blocked by a force field. No entry.
The only way to turn off the force field is to hit it at the source, near the clone shipping area.
Laser saber energy. Proximity mine. Proximity mine. Laser saber energy. ERSPG power. ERSPG power. Armor repair. Armor repair. Mission complete.
So that's a couple crates of clones out of the way. Thousands to go.
Way to kick ass, man! Now for the fun part, dismantling the whole clone machine.
Enemy operations are largely underwater. Go to the sub-production facility and refit the BFT so that you can dive deep and destroy the underwater installations.
Mortar cannon shell. Submarine device attached and labeled. Incoming transmission. Mission complete.
Your first underwater mission is to take out a power plant. The machines get energy by extracting heat from the ocean floor. Dive down and place remote mines in the geothermal power plant's vents.
Lock on missiles. Lock on missiles. Proximity mine device on board. Lock on missiles. Lock on missiles. Armor repaired. Lock on missiles. Lock on missiles. Mission complete.
You've got the clones on the ropes. Time to give them the knockout punch.
You're outnumbered, but a lot better equipped than those guys. The way to enter the manufacturing plant is through underwater tunnels. Dive deep, cut through the ice cave, and take apart the machine.
Lock on missiles. Lock on missiles. Incoming transmission.
The clone production machines below the surface. Go above the waterline first, then when you damage the machine, dive into the water and finish it off.
Lock on missiles. Armor repaired. LPG power. LPG power. Armor repaired. Sonic burst ammunition.
destroyed all cloning operations. Proceed to the VTOL landing area for pickup.
All right. You're on your way to the last campaign. One more operation to dismantle before the machines are a memory.
The network is no longer manufacturing clones, thanks to you.
But there's still an army of them out there. The machine is creating an underground utopia and is populating it with the clones. Great city, man. You gotta find the processor core.
Blow it to hell! The network is building a city underground. Fight your way to the elevator that leads to the construction site.
Sensors show that the network's central core is powered by 3 remote power stations. You can reach them through transporters.
Hover over the hot stuff, then track down the power plant and unplug it.
Access to the final power station is through an underwater passage.
Switch to sub-mode and dive.
With all the power stations offline, the central core of the network is exposed. Hit it with all of your power and crash the system.
It's crunch time. You're closing in on the last network installation. Destroy it, and the cogs will be history.
The network is building a city underground. Fight your way to the elevator that leads to the construction site. We haven't been able to map out this area, so you're on your own, soldier.
ERSKG power. Armor repair. Napalm tank. Mortar cannon shell. Bypass incineration complete. Armor repair. Laser saber energy. Armor repair. Lock on missile. Armor repair. ERSKG power close deleted. Lock on missile. Armor repair. Bypass ERSKG power. ERSPG power. Tether guided missiles. Proximity mine. ERSPG power. Armor repair. Napalm tanks. Bypass incineration. Laser saber energy. Lock on missiles. Clone deleted. Armor repair. Life form compression complete. Laser saber energy. Warning. BSC low. Nano canister. Clone deleted. Armor repair. Proximity mine. Armor repair. Mission complete.
Okay, you're on your way to the new clone city. Now your job is to weaken and crush the core.
Sensors show that the network's central core is powered by 3 remote power stations. You can reach them through transporters.
The first transporter is left from the elevator. Keep moving, man.
ERSPG power. power. Sonic burst ammunition. Tether guided missiles. Armor repair. Laser saber FGD power. Incineration complete. Sonic burst ammunition. Armor repair. Laser saber energy. Arc saber energy. Armor repaired. Armor repaired. Mortar cannon shell. Armor repaired. Arc saber energy. Armor repaired. Sonic burst ammunition. ERSPG power. Laser designator on board. ERSPG power. Bypass complete. Proximity mines. Remote mines. Armor repair. ERSPG power. Armor repair. Mortar cannon shell. position. Incoming transmission.
The only way to take out the rotating power core is to hit it from behind. Hit the laser turret. Then move so that the core is between you and the turret.
BST armor low. BST shield regenerating. Incoming transmission. Mission complete.
The next transporter will take you to a lava-filled area. Hover over the hot stuff, then track down the power plant and unplug it.
Laser designator energy. Nano canister. Armor repair. Armor repair. energy. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. ERSPD power. ERSPD power. Warning, BST armor low. 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 Warning, incoming armor
The
low.
key to blasting this machine is hitting the center of the static core.
Knock-on missile.
Hit the moving piece so that it fires back at the time that it enters the core.
Energy low. Nano canister. Warning, BST armor low. Warning, BST armor low. Mission complete.
The network is holding on by a thread. One more station to go.
Access to the final power station is through an underwater passage.
Switch to sub mode and dive.
ERSPG power. ERSPG power. Laser saber energy. ERSPG power. Laser saber energy. Warning. BST armor low. BST nano canister regenerating. Nano canister. Laser saber energy. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Sonic burst ammunition. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, BST armor low. 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 Lock on BST armor low. Warning, BST shield regenerating.
The network is built.
closing in on the last network installation. Destroy it, and the cogs will be history.
The network is building a city underground. Fight your way to the elevator that leads to the construction site. We haven't been able to map out this area, so you're on your own, soldier. Lock on missiles. Lock on missiles. Warning, incoming missile. Armor repair. Warning, incoming missile. Laser saber energy. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Mission complete. Okay, you're on your way to the new clone city. Now your job is to weaken and crush the core.
Sensors show that the network's central core is powered by 3 remote power stations. You can reach them through transporters.
The first transporter is left from the elevator. Keep moving, man. Energy. Warning, BST armor low.
Armor low. Laser saber energy. Armor repair. Mortar cannon shell. Saber energy. Armor repair. Laser designator on board. Armor repair. ERSKG power. Proximity mine. Nano canister. Warning. Unleashed. Armor repair. Warning. Unleashed. Knock-on missiles. Armor repair. ERSKG power. Sonic burst ammunition. Incoming transmission.
The only way to take out the rotating power core is to hit it from behind.
Laser
Hit the
saber
laser
energy.
turret. Then move so that the core is between you and the turret.
Mission complete.
The next transporter will take you to a lava-filled area. Hover over the hot stuff, then track down the power plant and unplug it.
Laser designator energy. Laser designator energy. Laser saber energy. armor low. Warning, BST armor low. Warning, BST armor low. Warning, BST armor low. Warning, BST armor low. ERSPG power armor low. ERSPG power. Warning, BST armor low. 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 Warning, BST. Armor low. Incoming transmission.
The key to blasting this machine is hitting the center of the static core. Hit the moving piece so that it fires back at the time that it enters the core.
Warning, BST armor low. Nano canister. Warning, BST armor low. Nano canister. Lock on missile. Warning, BST armor low. Laser saber energy. Warning, BST armor low. 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 Mission complete.
The network is holding on by a thread. One more station to go. Access to the final power station is through an underwater passage.
Switch to sub-mode and dive.
Warning, BST armor low. Warning, BST armor low. Remote distortion lines. Warning, incoming mission. missiles. Warning, incoming missile. Mission complete.
The machines are mounting a final effort to keep you away from the core.
Fight the power! Crush the brain!
With all the power stations offline, the central core of the network is exposed. Hit it with all of your power and crash the system.
Laser designator energy. Arc Saber energy. EST armor low. BST armor low. Warning, BST armor low. BST shield regenerating.
The network is offline.
When you crush the machine core, you set off a network chain reaction that will obliterate the rest of the machines.
Very commendable.
Looks like your job is done.
We'll pick up the pieces, search for survivors, rebuild, and we'll keep the BFT going just in case another threat surfaces. Watch your back.